you're welcome. You introduce yourself to the church and you take us through your testimony. Amen.
Exceeding grace. Number one. Get now for my shooting. But those that know me very well, they call me Rapenka. And I'm glad that the Nkamo that I'm talking about is here. I shall show here to you some SI. So around 2020, I don't know whether it was early or mid, but it was, I think, mid 2020. Prophet Wycliffe, a strange voice phoned me, and he told me, I am Prophet Wycliffe. I've got your number from one of your colleagues. Now, after phoning me, he told me he was in Israel. He had gone to pray in Israel. And as he was praying, God spoke to him. God revealed me to him that there is a member of parliament called Bono that he didn't even know. So that's the reason why he had to look for me. By that time, he had already come back from Israel. He was here, Mochai. And I asked if we could meet one-on-one. He said, no problem. And indeed, we met somewhere around Sebele Mall to have tea together. And we appointed if he could give me a prayer. He said, no problem, I can come to your flat to give a prayer. And indeed he came. After the prayer, he said, despite the fact that there are political entanglements around you, you are going to have a serious breakthrough.
Oh, yes.
And during that time, I had just migrated from the opposition to the ruling party. And that weekend, the following weekend, I had a free weekend in Gaborone. I asked if I could come to church. He said, no problem, you can come to church. And I did come. After church,
Yes.
a day or two after service, he phoned me and said, I can see the president of this country revealing very good news to you. And I was like, I don't know what he was talking about, and whether His Excellency shall have time to talk to me. And 2 weeks after, His Excellency called a meeting of all members of his party, the MPs of his party. He had two announcements. The last announcement, he said there is a vacancy at local government. I am going to move the current deputy speaker to go as an assistant minister to local government. And the open vacancy shall be occupied by a very experienced man amongst all of us here.
Oh, yes.
And he didn't even announce a name. Everybody looked at me and clapped their hands and said, "P, you are going to do this." Oh, yes. But shortly before that, when I was here, he told me that I can see His Excellency the President giving you a role. You are going to go as the Deputy Speaker. He spoke about it before His Excellency the President could announce it.
Oh, yes.
I need to confess, I need to thank the Prophet that indeed this is glamour from God.
Oh, yes.
And after that, I spoke to my firstborn. I spoke to my great daughter. I call her my angel because she's my firstborn. She's so intelligent. she works for one of the banks. I told her, look, I'm being prayed for by a certain prophet Wycliffe, and I would really request Manaka, just go and see him. And I connected her to prophet. Then they spoke and she arranged to come to church. I think she has been here twice, if I'm not wrong, once or twice. And the lady that I'm speaking about is my firstborn. She's Nkamo. With the power that I've realized from prophet, with the power, the heavenly power that I've realized from prophet, I don't have any problem. My daughter shall be successful. But this is not my last time here. I'm going to be a regular here and pray with you. And one thing I've realized, after ascending to speakership, it is not an easy job to preside over 65 men and women, elderly men, including the leadership of the country. There are some that encourage you to be successful. There are some that discourage you to go down. And I request for the prayer from our prophet and from all of you.